This is Kat. She's my girlfriend. I remember after the first time I hung out with her, I came away feeling really worried. I was worried that she was cooler than me. And after being around her a lot this year and going on adventures like breaking into abandoned buildings, hijacking golf carts and riding them around the football stadium, and hopping barbed wire fence to climb a water tower, I realized my suspicions were true. She was cooler than me. Here was our latest adventure.
And I think we're just misunderstood, cause being in the wrong has never felt so good. I feel like I always should. Alive, alive.
Abandoned buildings aside, we planned a whole new adventure this past summer. One long road trip up and down California, where she's from. Cat and Dill's Adventure, we called it. We'd be together for 9 days, 24 hours a day. Either we were gonna come out closer than ever, or we'd never want to speak to each other ever again. But while she thought I was coming for a road trip, the real reason I was flying across the country was to tell this girl I loved her. This is that story.
You think that I'm losing my touch, but if you would take my hand, I swear it wouldn't really matter much. It's your choice. And your body is a work of art, and honestly I'm hopeless, and I'm asking you would just protect my heart, cause it's yours.
It was sunset, the first day of the trip, and Kat and I were at a viewpoint at the Golden Gate Bridge. There were these silhouettes of people hanging by a cliff that was gated off, so naturally Kat and I snuck over there. But when we got there, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I immediately recognized one of the silhouettes as one of my favorite YouTubers, Kelly Wakasa. Not gonna lie, I really fanboyed out.
Kelly, you're like a major inspiration to me. We watch all your videos. Oh my god.
We ended up talking about YouTube in the freezing cold, and he was really down to earth. The trip could have ended right there, and I would have been happy, but I still had something to tell Kat.
Take a chance for what it's worth. Things were tough and love came first. I am standing up with love.
We were exploring new places, rock climbing, and skinny dipping. But the whole time, I was preparing on how I was going to tell her I loved her. It was really nerve-wracking, but I built up the courage, and after pulling over to watch the sunset one night, I told her. And she didn't say it back. Fuck.
I said nothing for a little, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to say it back if I don't mean it yet. So I didn't say it back, guys.
And that was bad.
Yeah, you were so quiet on the drive. I was worried.
I didn't anticipate you not saying it back.
Yeah.
So when you didn't say it back, I was like my heart sunk. I was like, oh no, I have misinterpreted this whole relationship.
Hey, I said I really like you though.
You did say
I said a lot of reallys.
really. It was like 0.999999. So the next day, Kat and I check into a hotel. I was just like looking at you. I was staring at you.
You were staring.
To be honest. I was looking at like where your crow's feet would be, and I was like, oh, her skin is like so smooth, like she doesn't have any crow's feet. And here I am, just like thinking about her crow's feet, and then
I said it back. I was like, I love you too. And it was really random, but I was thinking about it like since we got to the hotel.
I did not believe her. I was like, dude, you're not fooling me. Like,
no, because I already told you once that like I wasn't gonna say it if I didn't mean it. So why would I lie to you 2 days later?
I still didn't like fully believe you until the next night, a whole extra night. We are back in another motel, and she fell asleep while we were watching a TV show. And as I'm getting back to bed, she wakes up. I feel terrible. I'm like, Kat, go back to bed. Like, I'm so sorry. And then she's like, okay. And then she goes, I love you. In a very like sheepish, half asleep manner.
I like didn't remember it the next morning when you told me about it. I was like, no, you didn't.
You don't remember saying that?
No, I just don't remember ever like waking up like when you came back into bed.
And that was what made me realize that you meant it, was when you were half asleep, half conscious, and you said, I love you back. And I knew that you meant it then, because how could you lie? That is the story of how I told Kat I loved her, and she didn't say it back until I forced her to say it back 2 days later.
Basically, it was false until it wasn't.
Don't say that.
I meant it.
Okay.
I always meant it.
Good. Yikes. All right, back to the video.
Circumstances all brand new, contemplating what to do. Scolding faces, tension grew, facing doubt, could we pull through and picture perfect thoughts anew? Keep me coming back to you. It's time for me to make a move. Maybe I'm in love with you.
to more adventures like this one. Love, Dylan.